Hey, what's up guys? This is Browse by Fitness and I'm sitting at my kitchen table. Wanted to have a quick conversation with you about some recovery and something that you might be able to use to help your recovery. And that thing is the iReliev TENS unit. It's a very simple, very small, you can see by the size of my hand here, very small compact unit. It has the different electrode pads. So you have 4 pads that you can utilize, and it's something that's really handy. Now, when you start talking something like TENS unit, a lot of the devices that you can pick up, they can get pretty expensive. These ones you can find on Amazon for anywhere between $49.99 up to $100 some odd dollars, depending on some of the features and things that you want to have. So in terms of price point and being able to kind of get into having a TENS unit as a home use thing, it's not a super huge kind of startup cost to get involved and have these. The replacement pads are easy to come by and very inexpensive. So this particular unit I've had, I think, for the better part of a year and a half or more. I can't recall ever changing the battery on this. So the battery life on these is phenomenal, and the pulse that you get is probably more than you could stand, right? So like it definitely goes beyond tolerable on the higher end setting when you really lay the pulse in there. And so you can really have this range of pulse intensity from very minimal up to very intense. And so, like I said, for the size and the power of this thing, to be able to put out some pretty intense pulse is something that has never really disappointed me or been a problem for me in terms of wishing that I had more intensity. That's really never been the case. I will put a description or a link in the description box below, rather, for you guys to be able to find this on Amazon and kind of take a look at it yourself. You can feel free to read the reviews and all that. I have to be honest, full disclosure, I did not find this. I did not look for this. This was something that my wife found on my behalf, thinking that it might be something that would help in my recovery and things, especially for injuries and whatever. And she did all the research, comparing products and to each other, and came up with this. And this is all I've ever had. So I can't offer you much in way of comparison to some of the other TENS units that you may be aware of. But I have to say that I'm extremely satisfied with this. And so I just wanted to offer this up as a little bit of a suggestion for any of you that are out there who might be looking to add in a TENS unit to kind of your training repertoire or your recovery repertoire, something that you use, because this is definitely something that I use very frequently, and I very much enjoy and would highly recommend to really anyone. So yeah, the iReliev. There are wireless versions and things like that, so you can kind of take a look at what's available and make your own determinations about how much you want to spend. But I very much enjoy this, and if left to my own devices, would absolutely buy it again if this one ever broke. But it never has, and I haven't been particularly gentle with it either. So it's a fairly sturdy product, aside from being good on the energy conservation or whatever else. Yeah, that's it. You may have some additional comments or questions on this particular product. So if there's something that you're curious about that I haven't answered, feel free to hit me up, and I'll be glad to respond and give you as best a response as I can. But aside from that, guys, remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like add something small into your kit bag, sometimes these little things can make a big difference for you, but you're never going to know unless you get in, train to spite. You're either going to find an excuse or you're going to find a way. And I hope that you guys continue to find the way. Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.